Hello students, we are going to discuss about heat capacity problem. A stream of carbon dioxide flowing at a rate of 100 kmol per minute is heated from 298 Kelvin to 383 Kelvin. Calculate the heat that must be transferred using Cp0. So, which components are given in this problem? Carbon dioxide, molar flow rate is equal to 100 kmol per minute, T1 is equal to 298 Kelvin, T2 is equal to 383 Kelvin. Objective of this problem, calculate heat value. Are you clear or not? Okay. So, in this problem, constant values are not given. What do you for this case? You should take constant value from table. Are you clear or not? Okay. So, how will you take the values from table? We will discuss in the next slide. After collecting the data, you should make a table. Cp0 is equal to A plus Bt plus Ct square plus Dt cube. Unit of Cp0 kilojoule per kilomole Kelvin. Are you clear or not? Okay. So, here given component carbon dioxide A, B, C, D values are collected from table 1. Are you clear or not? Okay. A values are 21.3655, B into 10 to the power of 3, 64.2841. What is the B value here? 64.2841 into 10 to the power of minus 3. C into 10 to the power of 6 is given, minus 41.0506. What is the C value? Minus 41.0506 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So, similarly, D value taken from table, D into 10 to the power of 9 is equal to 9.7999. So, what is the D value? 9.7999 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Are you clear or not? Okay. So, solution part, first you should write basis of this problem 100 kmol per minute. Objective of this problem, heat value formula, capital Q is equal to N into integration of T1 to T2 Cp0 into dt. Are you clear or not? Okay. Yeah, this is the empirical heat capacity equation for gases table. In this table, Cp0 is equal to A plus Bt plus Ct square plus dt cube. Cp0 is nothing but heat capacity at standard temperature and pressure. Pressure values are 101.325 kilopascal, kilojoule per kilomole Kelvin. Are you clear or not? Okay. Temperatures are Kelvin. Here the first column component, second column A, third column B into 10 to the power of 3, fourth column C into 10 to the power of 6, fifth column D into 10 to the power of 9, last column temperature range in terms of Kelvin. Are you clear or not? Okay. So, how will you take constant value from table? Our problem, given component is the carbon dioxide. You take the carbon dioxide in this table. What is the temperature range in our problem? So, 298 Kelvin to 383 Kelvin. But here the given component carbon dioxide. So, the carbon dioxide having 3 temperature range. Is right or wrong? Okay. So, these are the temperature range. 50 to 298, 298 to 1500, 1500 to 4000. But our problem range is 298 Kelvin to 383 Kelvin. So, our temperature range is suitable for this range temperature. So, the 298 to 1500 Kelvin. So, that's why you should take A, B, C, D constant values for this temperature range. So, here A values are 21.3655, B values are 64.2841, C values are 41.0506, D values are 9.7999. Are you clear or not? Okay. So, in this way we are going to collect the ABCD constant value for a given component in a particular range of temperature. Are you clear or not? Okay. After collecting the data from the table, you should make a table. From that, first develop the Cp0 expression with the help of ABCD constant. What is a Cp naught? A plus Bt plus Ct square plus dt cube. Are you clear or not? Okay. So here A values are 21.3655 plus B value 64.2841 into 10 to the power of minus 3t. C values are minus 41.0506 and 10 to the power of minus 6 t square. D values are plus 9.7999 into 10 to the power of minus 9 t cube. Are you clear or not? Okay. So after that, this equation integrate with respect to t. Substitute the limit t1 to t2. So the n into the first term 21.3655 integration for t. Substitute the limit upper limit minus lower limit t2 minus t1. Second term plus 64.2841 into 10 to the power of minus 3 t squared by 2. So the upper limit minus lower limit t2 square minus t1 square. Third term minus 41.0506 and 10 to the power of minus 6 t cube by 3. T cube means the upper limit t2 cube, lower limit t1 cube. T2 cube minus t1 cube plus last term 9.7999 and 10 to the power of minus 9 t power 4 by 4. So here t2 4 minus t1 4, upper limit minus lower limit. For our case, n values are given 100 kilomole per minute, T1 values are 298 Kelvin, T2 values are 383 Kelvin. Substitute in this expression, find out the capital Q value. Yeah, capital Q is equal to, we know the n value, then temperature value 383 and 298. So this substitute here, finally we get capital Q values are in terms of kilojoule per minute. How it is come kilojoule per minute? Refer the yellow color box. Here capital Q is equal to n units are kilomole per minute, dt units are Kelvin, Cp naught units are kilojoule per kilomole Kelvin. Here kilomoles are cancelled, Kelvins are cancelled. Finally we get kilojoule per minute. Are you clear or not? Okay. So if you want kilojoule per second, what do you do here? 1 minute is equal to, what is that? So the 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Is right or wrong? Okay. So here divide this value by 60. Okay. So here 335.5 divided by 60. Finally we get this value is equal to kilojoule per second. So 1 kilojoule per second is equal to, what is that? 1 kilowatt. So after dividing the 60, finally we get 5505.6 kilojoule per second. 1 kilojoule per second is equal to 1 kilowatt. Finally we get 5505.6 kilowatt. Are you clear or not? Okay. A steam flowing at a rate of 15,000 mole per hour containing 25 mole percentage nitrogen and 75 mole percentage hydrogen is to be heated from 298 Kelvin to 473 Kelvin. Calculate heat that must be transferred using Cp0 data given below. Cp0 is equal to A plus Bt plus Ct square plus Gt cube, kilojoule per kilomole Kelvin. But here we have two gases, one is nitrogen, other one is the hydrogen. A, B, C, D values are given in your problem. Are you clear or not? Okay. So this problem differ from previous problem. Why? Because this problem we have more than one component. That's why this problem is a mixture problem. So more than one component means this is called gaseous mixture. Are you clear or not? Okay. Solution part. 15,000 mole per hour of nitrogen hydrogen mixture is given. Is it correct? 15,000 mole per hour is goes to 15 kilomole per hour. This is the molar flow rate of gas mixture. So first we are going to find out mole fraction of nitrogen. How will you find out? So the mole fraction is equal to individual mole divided by total mole. So our problem, the percentages values are given. 25% of nitrogen, 75% of hydrogen. Percentage is directly taken as number of moles. So number of moles of nitrogen is equal to 25, number of moles of hydrogen is equal to 75. So after that total mole is equal to 25 plus 75, that is equal to 100. Are you clear or not? Okay. So here the individual moles of nitrogen, that is a 25, total mole is a 100. So individual divided by total, that is equal to mole fraction 0.25. Similarly mole fraction of hydrogen, so the individual mole divided by total mole. So here the individual moles are 75, total moles are 100. Finally we get 0.75, that is the mole fraction of hydrogen. Are you clear or not? Okay. For this problem more than one components are present, so that's why first we are going to calculate Cp0 mixture. So what is the formula Cp0 mixture? Summation of Cp0 mixture into Xi. We have two components. First component X nitrogen into Cp0 nitrogen. The second component X hydrogen into Cp0 hydrogen. Are you clear or not? Okay. So here the first component mole fraction values are calculated value. Substitute here 0.25. What about the Cp0 of nitrogen here? So the Cp0 of nitrogen calculated from constant values. So the constant values are given in our problem. With the help of the constant value, first we are going to develop the expression Cp0 of nitrogen. So then substitute here. Are you clear or not? Okay. So here A values are 29.5909. So then B values are 5.141 into 10 to the power minus 3. So C values are 13.1829 into 10 to the power minus 6. D values are minus 4.968 into 10 to the power minus 9. Are you clear or not? Okay. So first develop the expression with the help of constant value. Substitute here, that is a Cp0 of nitrogen. Are you clear? Okay. Similarly plus another component hydrogen. Hydrogen mole fraction values are calculated value. You take that value, substitute here 0.75. After that with the help of the constant value, first develop the expression Cp0 of hydrogen. So first component 28.6105, that is A. B values are 1.0194 into 10 to the power minus 3. So then minus 0.1476 into 10 to the power minus 6, 0.769 into 10 to the power minus 9. Are you clear or not? Okay. So the after substituting the constant value, develop the expression, then substitute this expression in this equation. Finally we get Cp0 mixture value. Cp0 mixture, how will we calculate? The first component, first expression multiply by 0.25, second expression multiply by 0.75. Finally they calculate the constant value 28.8556. So they add these two values, right? So then sum of t component, then t square component, then t cube component. Finally we have 28.8556, then minus 0.5207 into 10 to the power minus 3t, then plus 3.185 into 10 to the power minus 6t square, last one and 0.6652 into 10 to the power minus 9 t cube. Are you clear or not? Okay. Now we have Cp0 mixture value. With the help of the Cp0 mixture, we are going to calculate heat value. What is the capital Q? Capital Q is equal to N into integration of T1 to T2 Cp0 mixture into dt. Why we are going to prefer Cp0 mixture? For this problem more than one components are present, that's why you should take Cp0 mixture. So here Cp0 mixture values are calculated value. Substitute that expression here, integrate with respect to t. After that substitute the limit T1 to T2. Finally we have this expression. From this expression we know the values N, T1 and T2. Substitute here, find out the capital Q value. We know the N value and T1, T2 value. Substitute here. Here N values are 15 kilomole per hour. T1 is 298 Kelvin. T2 is 473 Kelvin. Substitute in this expression. Finally we get capital Q is equal to kilojoule per hour. So here if you want kilojoule per second, use this relation. 1 hour is equal to how much second? 3600 second. So they use this relation find out capital Q value in terms of kilojoule per second. So here kilojoule per hour mean divide 3600, finally we get 21.216 kilojoule per second. What is the relation kilojoule per second and kilowatt? 1 kilojoule per second is equal to 1 kilowatt. So finally we get capital Q is equal to 21.216 kilowatt. Thank you for your attention.